Tony Robinson has been in court today, and he's due back in court on Monday. And following the pro-Israel demonstration last week, he was held on a 48-hour Section 35, I think, by the police. And this has now been extended to a ban on him coming into central London, a ban on him coming beyond or inside the confines of the M25. This is quite the most extraordinary demand, and the basis of it is, he says, simply control. He points out that he's got a series of interviews and meetings to attend. He's booked hotel rooms. He's booked places for these meetings to take place. And this now compromises what he calls his job. I'm no great fan of Tommy Robinson, but I am a fan of freedom, and I'm a fan of our rights. I don't like going on about our rights as individuals, but I think a government is behaving very oddly when it starts to compromise the freedom of assembly, the freedom of movement, simply on the basis of a whim. And there doesn't seem to be any evidence to support the restrictions placed on Tommy Robinson's activities. He didn't seem to be doing anything alarming the other day when he was arrested having breakfast. And he doesn't seem to be doing anything particularly alarming today. Now, of course, in his name, many actions are taking place, but that alone is not enough, I think, to constrain him in this way. And what I worry about Tommy Robinson in the same way that I worry about the Rwanda plans, that this is about control on a whim, and it's about defining law to catch individuals rather than using the law as it stands to proper effect. You can't define the law because you don't like somebody. And that comes very close to tyranny. And I think if we cheapen our law, if we continue to cheapen our law in the way that it seems to be going, then we are going to damage our law itself. We're going to damage the respect for law and the respect for government. I think that is seriously challenged at the moment. Both law and government are being challenged by the actions of the police and by the actions of the government, and they're working together. And it doesn't matter whether we like or dislike somebody. We need to be treated equally under the law. And simply because somebody is suspected of being a bad influence is not enough, or should not be enough, to constrain their movement. The laws that exist today allow for somebody to be restricted. And I find that very worrying. I find it terribly worrying.